Right, and welcome back to ARN, this million friends in the newsroom today. Hey, thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you. Tap in Monday through Friday from 9 to 11. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on the YouTube channel. Hey, we're not going to take much time. We can go straight into the news with JK and P-Dub. Let's go, JK. What's
Thank you very much. What's up, P-Dub? How's it going, my boy?
Good morning. How you doing today, sir?
Doing good, doing great, man. You know, a lot of conversations really in sports has just been about the Super Bowl, man. A lot of people trying to decide whether it's the Super Bowl or it's the Usher Bowl. But, you know, hey, man, I like sports. I like Usher, too, man. He's one of my favorite R&B artists, but we don't talk about these sports, man. We talk about that Usher Bowl in the celebrity news, man. We're going to leave that to the celebrity news. But I did see where Patrick Mahomes said his dad is doing good after, being arrested for that DWI. Say he had a can of beer open in his car. So, yeah, man, hopefully everything goes well with that. His daddy, man, he's a character. I don't know if you ever paid attention to him when he talks and he does these interviews, P-Dub.
Well, I haven't really tapped into most of it, but I definitely have been hearing, you know what I'm saying, some buzz going around Patrick Mahomes' dad.
Yeah,
so he's definitely a character.
Yeah, he's a character for sure. Yeah, I would suggest people that pay attention to stuff like that, go check him out, man. He's a character. He's a funny guy, but he like that uncle.
Oh yeah,
I know he's Patrick Mahomes' dad, but he like that one uncle you got, right? But
yeah.
gets arrested for DWI. But also around the Super Bowl, man, you know, what's his name? Commissioner Roger Goodell came out and was like, you know, the Taylor Swift effect is really helping out the NFL. So basically, he's saying they doing Migo numbers. What you think about
really?
that?
Man, I think that the NFL players are helping out the NFL. You know what I'm saying? But it definitely adds a whole different audience, you know, to the sport with Taylor Swift in there. So it definitely helps. And she's definitely like pushing, like, I don't know if you've seen Iggy Azalea. She went up to Jalen Brunson to congratulate him while he was like giving his post-game interview. So, you know, the trend is going. So I guess, you know, it's time to get you a nice, successful black athlete or just an athlete, period. You feel me?
Pretty much, man. So, like, what you think about the game, man? Like, are you ready? I know it's Tuesday. Do you already have your prediction ready, or you gonna wait? You gonna wait? Do you want to wait and give it to the people Friday? Close out the week. What you feeling like?
It's always good to wait because, you know, you always gotta wait for. They are in Vegas, so you definitely want to wait and make sure everybody can make it to game day. But you know, you had San Francisco complaining about their practice field at UNLV. And I know they had some real, because of it, you know, when Vegas had that big flood, it kind of messed up the field. And so they have San Francisco on there. So, you know, it could be something in the San Francisco mind of, hey, everybody's against us. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's definitely can be a big distraction when your practice field or facilities aren't up to par or, you know, are up to standard.
Right, man. Yeah, I'll tell you this, man. For me, I'll give y'all a hint. I'm going to wait till Friday to give out my pick, right? I'm going to give y'all a hint. I have a pick for who you should probably bet on, and then I have a pick that I prefer to win. And I'll just let y'all kind of guess who that might be. Okay? So, yeah, man. Anybody else in the audience, how y'all feeling about the Super Bowl? How y'all feeling about other things going on in sports? I know there was a lot of chatter around whether LeBron James might lead the Lakers. Rich Paul kind of shot that down, but man, this ain't the first rodeo, man. Like, there's rumors your representative or the player themselves will come out and say, "Oh, it's not true, I ain't going nowhere," and then you wake up the next day and it's like Bronze James traded, and I'm like, what? So you never know. You never know. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, you know, the only thing I'm thinking about right now is the Super Bowl for real. Pete Up, are we still in Vegas or not? Because you know we're on board on this side of town, me and mines. So it's San Fran. That's it. 49ers all the way. A repeat. This time, they gotta come out on top.
Well, there you have it, guys. Amelia is picking a loser.
Ooh, you know what? I never pick a loser. Just so you know, they might even if they win temporarily and then they become losers. I don't pick them as losers. Okay, but can you really be a loser if you're one of the two teams in the Super Bowl? You already won. You beat out a lot of people to get here. So as far as I'm concerned, where's your team at?
Sounds like Cowboy, man.
So since your team is not in the Super Bowl, I do not think you have the right privilege or authority to speak on it other than just deliver the news, sir. Okay?
See, we're winners. We have a winner mentality. And we were in the Super Bowl last year, and we're not trying to get any kind of brownie points for being in the Super Bowl. It's loser mentality. It's like, well, we made it. We're here. We're winners.
Well, you know, you got to lose to not get there.
But
you were a loser for not getting there, sir.
But you can get there, but you got to win. You must win when you get there.
You don't have to. Only one could be the winner, right? So
can't you guys tell that she's also a Cowboy? Wait. Sounds like Cowboy.
You have a 50-50 chance. What chance does your team have? The 49ers have a 50-50 chance. Tell me what chance your team have. Matter of fact, who's your team again?
You are 50-50.
Forgot about them.
50% Cowboy fan, 50% 49er fan. Sounds just right to me. 50.
But wait a minute. Where's Miami right now? Okay,
we're not talking about that. A fan of Miami. Nobody's a fan of Dolphins.
Because you live in a city don't mean you're a fan of the sports team.
Yes.
That is so bad.
We want to be with the
they
trader.
They already know that. Alabama. JK, what team you root for?
Roll Tide.
That's not a real...
Alabama
I'm talking about NFL, sir.
The Eagles.
Okay, then. You don't live in Philly, so that just eliminate that whole conversation.
Right.
So, Peter, back to Peter, people who know about stuff. What's up with Vegas? Are you in? Because we got an Eagles fan who barely makes it anywhere. Want to talk about two teams that's in the playoffs. Sir, please report the news. That's it. Just report the news.
And so I have something. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Vashawn, because, anything to let JK stop talking about.
I have an interesting conversation around this that will tie in the Grammy conversation a little bit, is the impact of Taylor Swift. Because originally I was really hoping, do not give me any smoke meal, but I was really hoping to see a Lions-Ravens matchup. That didn't happen. So anyway, the conversation is like, well, Taylor Swift and her impact on sports and the fact that she's out here winning Album of the Year while amazing Black artists are never winning it, and she's winning 4 out of 6 times. So I'm just kind of curious. She brought in $330 million to the Kansas City Chiefs this year. They were not slated to win. They were not slated to win against the Ravens. That happens. Not trying to say there's any funny business, but if they win, because I definitely am rooting for the 49ers, but if they win, I will be given a side eye, because I'm wondering, is there any financial motivation for the NFL, for the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl, and will Taylor have kind of any impact on that? Does anybody have any thoughts on that, or do you think it just doesn't mean anything?
So I know we are recording, so I'm going to be very careful. Here's the thing. They are going to be pushing who they want to push. But as far as sports, yes, they could always be funny business. At the end of the day, if the players are true to the game, then any given Sunday, anything can happen. And I really believe in that, right? You can be the favorite, but then something happens, whether the team, something happens that just who you thought was going to win is not going to win. So the fact that they're pushing this, Taylor Swift is making such a big difference in doing all this. Yes, she's showing up, people are going to watch, people are going to pay, but I'm not even going to run that narrative that she really has anything to do with this. I think it takes away from the hard work and the dedication and the showing up every day of these team players, each one of them, to say that it's just this one pop star to just make that much of a difference. I'm not going to buy into that. I think we're taking away from the actual players who deserve the attention. So the other side, with the Grammys, hey, Jay-Z, love him. I think what he did was in a very eloquent way of speaking about what he's observing. From the Beyonce point of view, when I saw her face, I can imagine what she's thinking. And she has worked so hard since she was a child for it to come down to this. And my thought process, I can only think my own thoughts, right? If I work so hard to get to a place, for someone to say that, like if she wins the Grammy for any other album that she does, I don't think that she would be happy about it, because now it may seem as if it was given to her and she's been spending her whole life trying to earn her spot. Taylor Swift is a great performer. This album, I don't think it was great for a Grammy. Beyonce, I'm not saying that Beyonce Renaissance album was also the greatest for Grammy, but I think it definitely beat out Taylor's. They're both great performers. Beyonce worked really hard. Yes, there are some privileges there, right? And yes, Beyonce has the most Grammys. She should have gotten the Album of the Year. Vice versa, Taylor Swift have more Album of the Years. She should have more nominations or Grammys in other categories. So, is there a financial gain by her presence because she's a uber icon celebrity? Of course, it's going to bring in money. But when it comes to the true spirit of the game, I expect and I hope that all the players are going to come in and give it their all so that they can make history and not hedge their history on a celebrity or Taylor Swift. I really don't think that should be the thing. So go ahead, Peter.
What, my thoughts on that? Or, because I think that's crazy that Taylor Swift won Album of the Year. I just knew that Beyonce was gonna get Album of the Year. Like, what? Just doesn't make sense to me. But that's the world we live in, man. I feel like at every Grammys, they let us know just how much of the N-word we really are. And I don't know what we expect. Why we keep going up there expecting anything different. Just like in this Super Bowl. Now, that's one thing that athletes can overcome, is that with their play, and but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough on the win. They already gave San Francisco a terrible practice field, so they got that going. And I don't know what Kyle was talking about, but he felt the need to say that they were supposed to get Tom Brady for this year. I don't know why he said that going into the biggest game of his quarterback's life. But, yeah, so if I was a betting man, I would definitely put my money on KC, just because, not even know, how they're playing or whatever, just That's where the money at.
It's definitely where the money resides.
Yeah, so I definitely would. If I was betting, I would take the money bet for sure. And a Travis Kelce anytime touchdown, because of course he has to get a touchdown in the Super Bowl so they can show Taylor Swift on the camera. So I feel bad for Beyonce though. Like, that album was really, really good album, I think. But it's very unfortunate. Yo.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you don't know what's going on in the background, and y'all know I'm not really that into sports, but I do have my people that be telling me, whispering in my ear what's going on, and hey, I guess from my understanding is sometimes the organization make you lose, do things to put the team at risk. So again, I guess I can stand on, if the players want to win, the players going to do what they got to do to win. But I did not realize that the organization itself could take a L for whatever financial gain outside of the game. But hey, we always got stuff going on. On that note, if you guys don't have anything to lend or add or talk about with this sports, we will wrap up ARN News with Millie and Friends. Join the network. You can open your room throughout the day on this network. You have the freedom to have whatever show you want. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. And check out what we're putting on there. Shout out to Joyce for handling all the recording and the posting on that channel. And I want to thank everybody for being here with us today. Shout out to the crew, JK, Kimmy, 202 P-Dub, Roscoe, and everyone. Welcome. Thanks for being here. And we will see you guys on tomorrow.
Yes, see you in the morning.
Yes. So that's it, y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Or tune in. We might have some other stuff coming up on the network today. And that's it for the recording.
All right. Let's get to this ratchet talk.